I'm Davy. I'm awesome. And welcome to Davy's Awesome Wrestling, where I review wrestling-related things, all from the perspective of a fan, not an insider. And this week, live from Austin, Texas, was NXT's Great American Bash 2023. Let's get into it. The opening match for the NXT Tag Team Championships, the Dawn of NXT, Tony D'Angelo, with the underboss Channing Stacks Lorenzo, versus Gallus. It was good. It's a pretty standard tag team match, really. But I will say, the leading to this match had incredible build-up. It was a great story being told. At one point, Joe Coffey, in a sense of desperation, slipped Wolfgang a weapon, but the referee caught him, did not allow him to use it. Then after a bada boom from Lorenzo and D'Angelo, D'Angelo got the pin, the win, and we have new NXT Tag Team Champions. This was pretty good. Decent way to start the night. Easily give this one a 3 out of 5. Then the Weapons Wild match between Roxanne Perez and Blair Davenport. Blair Davenport coming out of the audience and attacking Perez before the bell even sounded. But it's all good. There's no rules. It's weapons. Lots of weapons. Kendo sticks, chairs, tables, cowbell. But I gotta be honest, I could have used a little bit more cowbell in this match. And honestly, this match was fantastic. It was great. It was very hard hitting between these two. They put on a great show, and it went until Roxanne Perez, for the third time, got the Pop Rocks onto Blair Davenport, onto a bed of chairs, got the pin, and won this heated rivalry. Which was another thing I loved, that this match had nothing to do with titles or anything like that. It was just a good old-fashioned blood feud. Honestly, I would say that this one was probably match of the night. Give it 5 out of 5. And then, finally the debut, as Baron Corbin challenged Gable Steveson. Gable Steveson, former Olympic gold medalist, who they've been building up for a while, touting as like the next Kurt Angle, I guess. Been featured on WWE programming, is now in NXT, finally making his in-ring debut, and this match was awful. I mean, they only wrestled for a few minutes until it went to the outside, and then they brawled until they both got counted out. It was a very cheap way to do Gable Stevenson's debut. And again, all this build-up, and that's how his first match is going to go. Call me old-fashioned, but if you're just going to build him up like that, then he should win his first match cleanly. So there technically was no winner. It was a draw. They fought and brawled on the outside. Referees tried to get involved. It didn't really help. Until Gable Steveson threw Baron Corbin through the barricade, and then I guess he won the brawl, but no match. And it wasn't just me that didn't approve of this match. The audience made it very clear that they were not happy about this match at all. Deafening roars of BS and boos. So I'm kind of with them. I would barely give this one a 1 out of 5. Yeah. Then for the North American Championship, a triple threat. Former champion Wes Lee versus Mustafa Ali versus current champion Dominic Mysterio. It was okay. It wasn't great. It was just okay. Of course, Rhea Ripley was there, constantly getting involved for Dominic Mysterio. Like when she blocked Wes Lee from being able to do a dive on the outside onto Mysterio, but he just went for it again and went over her head. But obviously that didn't sit well with her, as she then put Wes Lee through the announce table. Towards the end of the match, Mustafa Ali got the 450 splash onto Wes Lee, and Rhea Ripley pulled him out before he could make the pin, allowing Dominic Mysterio to get up there and do the frog splash onto Wes Lee, get the pin, and retain his NXT North American Championship. Which I'm not going to pretend I'm happy about. Not only am I not really that into Dominic Mysterio, I just don't like this whole somebody from the main roster coming down and taking one of their titles thing. If he's going to go be an NXT champion, then he should go to NXT permanently, but whatever. I'd say it did enough to squeak out its 3 out of 5. Then for the Women's Championship, a submission match between Thea Hale and Tiffany Stratton. Thea Hale obviously having the advantage. Not only is her finisher the Kimura arm lock, but she's tapped out Tiffany Stratton in the past. Although the referee was knocked out, so she wasn't able to win that match. But this was her rematch. This was her chance to finally become the NXT Women's Champion. And this match was great. Tiffany Stratton is not known as a submission wrestler, but I will give her her props. She brought it in this match. For people who love good, pure technical wrestling, this was a good one. and the back and forth made it to where we really didn't know who was going to win. Like, I was suspecting that Tiffany Stratton was probably going to win, but I was unsure. Part of me was like, oh, I got to keep my attention on here because it could end up being Thea Hale at any minute. Then when Tiffany Stratton got the prettiest moonsault ever, formerly known as the best moonsault ever, because she stole it from Daniels, and then after, put Hale in a Boston Crab. She couldn't break out of it, she couldn't get to the ropes, kept struggling to get free, but Stratton would keep transitioning it to the point that it basically became a very nasty looking single leg Boston Crab, but also like, you know, knee in the back type thing. It looked very painful, but Thea Hale never tapped out. It was her professor, Andre Chase, who threw the towel in for her, which is looking like that means there's going to be issues between Chase University and Thea Hale. Honestly, I think that would probably be what she would need to get to the next level, is get out of the whole Chase U thing. But as it stands, Tiffany Stratton is still the NXT Women's Champion, but this match was fantastic. Another 5 out of 5. Yay! Then the main event for the NXT Championship, Ilya Dragunov versus Carmelo Hayes. A match where I was conflicted because I didn't know which one I wanted to win more. I'm a huge fan of both of these wrestlers. I want Ilya Dragunov to be the champion already, but I don't know if it's time for Carmelo Hayes to drop the title. But kinda. I mean, at this point, what else is he going to do? Maybe he should go to the main roster? I don't know. It's conflicted. And it was really good. A lot of back and forth, as we would expect from these two. A lot of hard-hitting maneuvers. Trick Williams, of course, was there, cheering on Carmelo Hayes, occasionally getting in the way, until Ilya Dragunov went to do a diving Torpedo Moscow and didn't get Carmelo Hayes, got Trick Williams. And this allowed Carmelo Hayes to get Ilya Dragunov back into the ring and hit the nothing but net, get the pin, and retain his NXT Championship. So like I said, either way I was happy with no matter who won this one. It looks like it's going to lead more to a rivalry between Trick Williams and Dragunov. We'll see. But this one, I would say, ended the night with a 4 out of 5. Yay! So NXT Great American Bash 2023 overall was pretty good, which is kind of the state that NXT is in right now. It's pretty good. It's not great anymore. I know Shawn Michaels is working on that, but he kind of needs to kick it into high gear. Both the women's matches were outstanding this night. Both earned 5s. I would say the women's weapons match a little bit better than the women's championship match, but still both fantastic. With the exception of the last men's match, they were just okay. The main event, it was good, but it wasn't even close to being like match of the night or nothing. And then, of course, we had the debut of Gable Steveson that really fell short. I honestly don't know what they were thinking there. I mean, I get that Baron Corbin is an established WWE wrestler who has just come back to NXT, but if they really didn't want him to lose so quickly to somebody like Gable Steveson, then get somebody else to be the debut guy. Like I said, even the audience was voicing their disapproval with that decision. To have it build up for this guy's debut and then have it be such a cheap ending of a double countout. Especially considering the double countout came way too quickly. The match was only a few minutes long. If it had been a long, hard-fought match and then ended on a double countout, okay, maybe that would have been better. But as it stands, it was a terrible debut for somebody they're trying to build up to be the next Kurt Angle. So overall, even though it had 3 really good matches, 2 okay matches, and a dud, I would just say that overall it was just okay. It was about as entertaining as watching one of the weekly episodes of NXT. I would only give the overall event a 3 out of 5. Yay! So there you have it. That's my wrestling review this week. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And if you did, make sure to hit like, hit subscribe, hit the little bell so you get notifications when I post new videos, and leave a comment. Tell me what you thought of NXT Great American Bash 2023. Love you guys.